Hey beautiful souls, this is a collective reading using the Akashic Soul Alchemy Oracle Deck. So welcome to the reading. Please take with you what resonates and leave what doesn't. Today we're going to be looking at Truth Rising, a soul alignment reading for the week ahead. So I'm just going to shuffle some cards. And I do have some questions that we're going to ask. So what am I being asked to release this week? Okay, so we have limitations. So limitations is really talking about the limits that you feel you have within you. So this could be like self-imposed limitations, like scarcity mindset. It could be self-imposed limitations like the word's gone, self-sabotage. It could be fear. It could be lack of boundaries. It could be conditioning, whether that's societal or generational conditioning. It's really talking about, or actually it's really inviting you to free yourself. This card is an invitation to create freedom by releasing yourself from these limitations, from these things that are holding you back, from the blocks that are keeping you stagnated maybe. So this is a real invitation to look at the blocks, the self-imposed limitations that are holding you back and really becoming crystal clear about, what they are so that you can start to release them. Now, working in the Akashic Records to start releasing these blocks is really, really powerful. When we go into the Akashic Records, we can ask our guides, the Akashic guides, what blocks we are holding on to, where they stem from, how they started. And that gives us a real insight into what caused us to hold the blocks. And then we can heal inside the Akashic Records with the healing guides to start releasing these. You can also journal, what is my biggest block, or where did it stem from? How is it showing up in my life now? And all of those beautiful things, right? So understanding your limits is important. But most importantly, we want to step forwards and we want to create freedom for ourselves. So an activation with this card is to draw a line in the sand, mentally or physically, and step over that line and declare that you are stepping away from this limitation and you are creating freedom for yourself. So that's a good way to start. Now, obviously, these limitations and lack of boundaries and blocks and all of those things have been created across lifetimes and timelines. So it's more than a one and done kind of fix. So it is something that needs to be worked on so that you can rise, so that you can fully step into your truth. So you may want to look at one at a time, like, perhaps where are my boundaries lacking? Where do I feel scarcity and lack? Where do I sabotage myself? What conditioning do I have that is holding me back, right? So it's really important to actually start working with the information that comes from the Akashic guides to help you to move forwards. So that is card one. So the next question is, what truth wants to arise within me? Okay, so what truth wants to arise within me? Okay, and your card is the soulmates card. Now, we have many soulmates, and with these soulmates, we have made agreements to meet them in this lifetime for a purpose, right? And that purpose is so that we can grow, so that we can expand, so that we can learn lessons, so we can release karma, and all of those beautiful things, right? So each soulmate comes to teach us something. And not all soulmates are romantic. Some could be your partners, whether that's in business or in a venture. It could be mother-daughter relationship. So there are many different soulmates that we have in this lifetime that we have agreed to meet. Now, why this has come up is because it's likely that there are some relationships around you that are perhaps not in alignment with who you want to become, or maybe who you are now, and they're not in alignment. So the people that are around us are really, really important because they can help us rise or they can hold us back, right? So looking at the kind of relationships that you have around you, are they toxic? Are they needy? Or are they 50-50 relationships where you enhance each other, where you help each other to grow and evolve? Now, also when this card comes up, I feel in this situation, it's really important when we're looking at growth, when we're looking at evolving and rising into our power, we want to have a community of women around us that are in that energy, that are where we wish to be, not where we have been, right? We have all experienced, tough relationships that weren't in alignment, toxic relationships, all of those things, right? And we don't want to be in that energy anymore, especially if we are rising. So finding a community where, where you want to be, the people, the women, or the community has risen, and they're fully in alignment, they're creating their dream lives, whatever it may be for you, whatever's in alignment for you, this is where you want to start making connections. This is where you want to start building a community of like-minded people that can help you rise, that are going to cheerleader you. Okay, and that's really, really important. We have to pay attention to the relationships that are around us because, people are here for reasons, seasons, and for life, right? And it's important that relationships are always in alignment with us because they have the potential to hold us back. Okay, so that's how I feel that resonates today. And lastly, how can I embody this truth moving forwards? Okay, so we have lack and scarcity. So interesting that came up, as it's something that I said with limitations. So if you are in an energy of lack and scarcity, right, that's what you're putting out, that is what you are getting back. So it's important to embody that this is where you are, so that you can start to move forwards. Everything that you think about is what you create. So if you're wanting to rise and you don't believe that you are good enough, or that you don't believe that you know enough, or whatever it may be, right? So scarcity in knowledge, scarcity in wisdom, then you're going to hold yourself back. So it is time to let go of scarcity and lack, no matter how it shows up in your life. Could be related to money, it could be related to wisdom and knowledge, it could be related to your self-worth, and all of those things. So this card is really asking you to embody the truth of how lack and scarcity is showing up in your life, and is how that is holding you back from moving you forwards, right? From, really stepping into your power, into really rising into the best version of yourself that you can be. So these are the things that have risen this week for us to work on collectively. So let me know in the comments how these cards resonated with you. I'm going to have a very quick look in my book for a lack and scarcity activation to help you. So within the Akashic Soul Alchemy Deck, it's included a guidebook, and the embodiment ritual for this is write down every lack-based belief you are ready to release. Burn or bury this list with intention and affirm, I release scarcity, I reclaim abundance, I am enough. So if you'd like more information on the deck, I will put that in the comments. Have an amazing week, and don't forget to let me know how this card resonates with you this week and what action steps you are going to be taking. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Ciao for now.